Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today. Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
me, Banshee.
And we're almost together. Someone needs their tea, so that will happen shortly.
In a couple minutes, it'll be steeped, Mr. O.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. You will get it for me?
I will.
I had a long night last night. Lions game late. They were playing in Denver. Awesome game. Predicted it okay. I did, even though I was mixed feelings with the cards, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to change my approach again with the readings. I think I'm going to get rid of the yes-no completely, because sometimes it conflicts with the other cards I'm drawing, and so I'm just going to do the one where I compare the offense, the defense, and give the results. I think that'll be enough. And it was pretty accurate. I mean, the Lions had the Magician as their offense card, and whew, they sure were magic last night.
Hi, Kara.
Really connected. Holy moly. All right. Well, Maria's first, I see. We'll get to you in a minute. We got to do our card for the collective first. And I'm going to look at Violet's list. We really filled up fast again. Wow. Son, Shirley. Son got in. Son, you better hang around. We're not fooling around
I think she
today.
left a question.
Oh, you left a question? Good. Okay.
And, you know, that's really helpful for us. It keeps us on point. So when Violet asks for the question, please give the question.
If you can.
And we will just move from one reading to the next. No waiting for somebody to show up and say their question. We try to do as many of you as we can. So if someone, you know, causes delays, then we cannot read for as many of you as we'd like to.
Exactly. I'm going to read for as many
Thanks, Violet.
as we can. I see Majestic Love came in.
Hi, Crone.
Majestic Love. Hello, Crone. Good to see you. Good to see a fellow Crone. I'm sure there's plenty among us here. Hey, many of us card-carrying proud crones.
Indeed.
Well, all right, our card for the collective is pulled from the Season of the Witch Yule Oracle. Before we get started with our readings, love to highlight great decks, and of course, gosh, there's going to be one for every season now. It seems like this creative team is coming out with a deck every holiday, seasonal turn of the wheel. It's awesome. And they're beautiful cards.
So just going to remind everybody that in less than a week it will be the winter solstice, and some of us also celebrate it as Yule, or the entire period of time as Yule, the Yule tide season. We know this means that the sun is moving into Capricorn, and therefore we will be doing our monthly modality message, which we normally will do when the sun moves into a new sign. So I haven't determined the time, but it will be on Thursday, possibly around 2 or 3 in the afternoon. We'll keep you updated on that.
Keep you updated on that. I think I announced erroneously on my Material Matters show that it would be Wednesday, but that Yule was Wednesday. I don't know.
Violet.
Time has no meaning here. I think my tea is ready.
Alrighty.
Before I pull my card.
You just want me out of the room so you can do something.
Shoo.
What is she
Now let's talk about him. Nobody encourage him to sing today.
The hills are alive.
Get my tea. Oh my gosh. Let me pull the card. Oh. Interesting. Let's pull that off of here. And it's the unknown. Think on it, and you will stumble, for the heart is a ghost upon the Upon the unknown, let it bleed into the depths, sparing nothing but desire. Okay. And that is number 41, it looks like, I think. I hope I got that right. I'm sure I did.
I don't
Looks
know
like
the
they-
words to that one, Kara. I'd love to, though. I just know Tom Jones sings it. Thunderball! He's got
for
his
crying.
ball vice on.
Kara, what did I tell you about the singing thing? All right. Whose side are you on here? Okay. The unknown is a wide open...
Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. Can I start again? The unknown is wide open to you now, and pulling this card is a sign that your creative power and ability to manifest your dreams is growing. Take care of this unusual period of support and abundance. Visualize all of your deepest desires and greatest wishes. Be the master of your canvas and paint the image of your dreams. Will you dare to entertain your biggest goals? The unknown requires you to be willing to take a risk. What you want cannot be achieved from a place of comfort or in doing what you already know. With significant risk comes great rewards, and the unknown says now is the time to take that leap of faith. Got a little fool quality to this card when we say, do not be afraid to fail. Even failure has values and lessons that will help you grow. Be bold and be willing to go against conformity for the sake of freedom and divine alignment within your soul's purpose. You know, I think a lot of times we fear failure because when we fail, people tend to judge us, right? We're always worried about what other people think instead of taking the lessons that are to be learned from failure. I've never let what other people think of me bother me to that regard because I always feel it's better to have tried something than never to have tried at all. And you only know your limits and maybe how you can breach them by traversing the unknown. So by all means, don't fear it. And when you feel like it's worthwhile to take a risk, do it.
Very nice.
Anything you want to add to that?
What is unknown can become known.
Ooh, profound, deep thought from Mr. O.
I improvised.
All right, that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Alrighty.
Okay. Okay. Well, I got my tea, my peppermint tea. We were feeling kind of funky this morning. We were convinced we might be coming down with something when we woke up. It was pretty nasty, but all of a sudden, I don't know, I feel better. I feel better now.
Yeah, I got through it a little quicker than you, but I was coughing so much and I just couldn't get rid of this phlegm in my throat. And then it went away.
So I don't know what's going on. I just got my flu shot Friday. I thought maybe, sometimes the flu shots can affect you that way where you get a mild case of something. But I seem to be better now. So let's see how the day goes. We're on Maria. Hi, Maria.
Hi. And
You got
the
in
question
first.
is that the person I love proposes to me, and what is the future of my job? Well, that's really two questions.
So will the person...
My question is that the person I love proposes to me, and what is the future of my job? I'm just reading right from that.
Okay, so that the person I love. I would assume that's will the person I love propose to me.
Good.
Do you want to do a yes, no, and then what was it about the career reading
Future
again?
of my job.
Well, then I think what we should do is a quick yes, no on this one, and then we'll do the other. You got to remember,
gonna do
guys, we can really only do one question. We'll do this because we can do a yes, no quickly. But, when you've got two disparate things, you got to pick, and
That's not fair to everybody else.
come back to
So-
another show and get the other question.
So we're doing the first one as a yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Will the person I love,
Will their love propose?
true love, propose?
right.
Let's see what we get with the yes, no.
So I'm going to use my black tarot for
And I'm
that.
not going to do a Lenormand on that one. We'll save the
Alrighty.
Lenormand for the career.
I know you are, Violet, but we're just going to do it this one time. But
Yeah.
yes, for everyone, it is one question. So
Yeah. I mean, if you have something that is like a choice, should I do this or should I do that? We can do that as one question. that's okay. But other things that are like this, they're two different areas. It's kind of hard to fit it in one reading and focus our intent that way on the cards. So could get mixed signals.
These cards are really hard to tip.
It's okay. Take your time. I can blather. I can blather with the best of them. I notice no CATS are around right now. They're sleeping upstairs, I believe.
Somehow I picked the wrong deck.
You did, for a yes, no. Well, that's why I spelled it out. I don't think they figured that one out yet, Violet. But you never know. They're pretty smart. Well, I'm good at that. I know.
All right, so the first question is leaning towards no.
Oh.
This person may not be proposing, or at least at this time, or it leans that way. We have the reversed Six of Pentagrams and the reversed Eight of Cups.
Well, that's interesting.
I'm almost wondering if maybe there's somebody else in the picture or some reason why they might want to stay where they're at and not really move towards you, or so it seems. The Six of Pentacles sort of looks like maybe there's some monetary issues that are going on too, one way or the other.
I'm not going to go there with that. I'm going to stick with the love angle here. You know, though, the Six of, not the Six, the Eight of Cups reversed to me. Now, I don't know, Maria, you're saying they're your true love. Are you in a relationship with them now and you're wondering if they're going to propose, or are you not? If you're not, then there's a different meaning here. But if you are, I feel here they almost want to keep things the way they are right now. They're not ready to move to that level. And if you're not with them right now, I think Mr. O might say that no, maybe they're just not moving that way at the present time. I would just say. So they may not be moving even closer to you. I feel like with this, I feel like with the Six of Cups, Pentacles reversed here, that there may be just, they may feel just not harmonizing right now, a total clicking to that point where they want to, commit to a proposal at this time. That could be.
The reason I mentioned the Six of Pentacles reversed as a monetary angle is because maybe somebody thinks they don't have enough money or cash flow to propose.
To get into marriage right now. All right, I get that. That's fine.
All right.
So let's move on to the next part of the question. Let's put your cards back.
I thought you were doing a Lenormand.
No, I said I was doing a Lenormand for the career one.
Alrighty.
Using that one again? Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Well, at least you don't have to count cards, but yeah.
Right. I'm going to use my Star Spinner Tarot.
All right. So this is where the career is leading?
No, that's not how they asked it. Let me scroll back up for it. What is the future of my job?
Okay. Well, okay. Similar to what I said. I decided I'd match colored hats today, Stro.
That's nice. Card 1.
Yes.
The Hermit reversed.
Okay.
Card 2. Six of Wands reversed. Card 3. The Chariot upright.
Well, sounds interesting to me, most definitely. Let's see what these Lenormand have to add to this. We have the Child. And we have the Polar Bear. I almost wonder here if this, the future of your job is a stepping stone to something else, Maria. You know, whether it's in whether it's in the same job and you move up the ranks or whether it's somewhere else. And the way but I'm almost thinking it's somewhere else though, possibly because of the Six of Wands in the middle. I want to start there because the Six of Wands in the middle kind of indicates to me that you feel like you're not getting the respect you won't be getting the respect that you deserve or the appreciation for everything that you do there or for your knowledge, your skills, your talents. You kind of think maybe you're going to find it somewhere else potentially. I'm going to stop there, but I think these two go together.
Well, I like what you said there, but I sort of feel that means that the Hermit reverse coincides with that. Because it may be saying that you feel like you're just one of everybody. You're not really feeling like you're special or unique there. You're sort of come down from the tree to be sort of like everyone else there.
The Hermit's not in a tree, but he's in a cave.
Understood. But it's sort of like you've come back out and you're just sort of like everyone else. You're not unique.
I see what you did there, and I almost like that, except that I had another thought about the Hermit, and it fits in line with what I was saying about are you going to stay or are you going to go somewhere else? Because you have the Chariot up right here, which indicates movement one way or another. Yeah. It could be indicating that you're moving up the ranks there, you're moving forward aggressively there, or you're moving on to something else. And with the Hermit reversed, I got that feeling too. It was almost as if you're going to take your wisdom, your knowledge, your skills out into the world. In other words, somewhere else, maybe where you feel you might be able to find what you're lacking, at the first place or the present place. Again, sometimes with your questions, I'm not really sure if we're talking about, I don't have a job now, but what's ahead for me? Or if you are at a job now and it's just, I'm talking about that. But either way, that first job you're at, or if you're at a job now, you may feel underappreciated or undervalued in some way. And that you think you could either do better financially or prestige-wise somewhere else. And I'm going to bump right into the Lenormand to say here, I think you're going to go in stages here a little bit. Your personal empowerment career-wise comes in small steps being taken, maybe up that career ladder. That's sort of what I'm looking at here.
Maria, some of these first cards in the tarot might be more perceptual, that these are things you feel or perception you have that could or could not be true. The Chariot to me, though, sort of indicates that you maybe want to move either somewhere else within this particular job or move to another job if possible. And I agree with Banshee. I think the Lenormand says that maybe you are moving towards something else, but you're doing it maybe cautiously while also keeping in check the ideas or resources you have to have power in the situation or to show your power. So that's what I think we have for you.
Okay. So Lena's question. Lena's next. Hi, Lena. Do you see an increase in my salary, a promotion in my job in 2024? Okay, that's similar enough. We'll just throw 3 cards and see what they tell us. And I've moved my Ciro Marchetti deck up to number 1. The Voice Visions Tarot, beautiful deck.
I know Stelicia has joined us. Hello
there.
Are
you there?
Okay, she missed it. Banshee's Material Matters was on this morning. It was slightly late at 10:15, but the information is valuable. It may not be exactly what everybody was expecting. We have to consider that, of course, Mercury retrograde may be impacting on some of the financial economic situations.
It was supposed to be good for us this year, I heard, but those cards,
but no.
Hey, it's hard to say what's happening there, but I almost began to wonder if my whole deck was reversed or something. Although all the cards weren't reversed, I will say that. They just weren't all that great. tough week ahead. But it gets stressful around the holidays for a variety of reasons.
You're welcome, Nadia.
Hey, you're very welcome, Maria. I hope that helped you. All right. Okay, so promotion or or raise. Well, we got the Magician reversed, the first card. We'll talk about that. Oh boy, speaking of reverse, did I jinx my deck? Now I got the King of Wands reversed. Wow. But the Nine of Swords reversed.
Can be better. In Lenormand, the reindeer, which is the rider, and then the wreath, which is the ring, of course.
Oh, well, it's going to be a struggle. I think it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for you to achieve that, Lena. It may be that somebody stands in the way of this. Somebody who maybe expects more or is not, is not happy about certain things, happy enough to move you forward. They may feel that you need a little bit more skill training or something is lacking. Maybe they feel you lack the desire, the motivation, or the will. Some people really want others to make business like their entire life, and that's not possible. That's not fair either. But I do feel over time, your anxieties will start to ease a little bit. Maybe they will start to lighten up over time. That's what it looks like to me. I almost think there's kind of a this is like the final progression here. So it might take much of the year before something really happens or moves. Commit yourself to making it happen, though. Commit yourself to moving yourself up that career ladder one way or another. It will not hurt you to do that. And it may be the thing that turns this person around.
In addition, I sort of can feel that maybe that Magician reversed could also be talking about the company and its direction, or the business and its direction, as not being totally managed well, or just having some situations right now. I do feel like Banshee, maybe that the King of Wands could be the person who's standing in the way of some of the financial paybacks there, and so that maybe it's a matter of that person relaxing and feeling less anxiety about the status.
Libra's question was, what's coming towards me?
Somebody was saying that they were first, actually. Is that true?
Well, I don't know.
I guess not. I can't tell.
Whatever, let's move on. We've got the list, and we go by the list. If it's just one or two people, a matter of that, then don't feel too bad about it.
So I caught up with the tarot. I just didn't get to the Lenormand. Did you already do those?
I did not. Yes, I did. I said
That's
commit
fine,
to movement, because
Okay.
that's the rider.
Right, and so I think that tagging on to what I said, I think this could be saying that right now there isn't a lot of hope or a lot of movement in that situation. It may be something that comes later, though. That's possible, I think. You might want to ask us this again.
Yeah, I sense any positive movement is a little bit further down the road next year in 2024, but keep working towards that. Keep looking as motivated as possible, but be good at what you do. And if you feel you need more training or learning, or if it's offered to you, take it on. It won't hurt you. So good luck with that, Lena. And we are on Libra, which is what's coming towards me.
All right.
Mine?
No, it's mine.
My reading?
Oh, sure. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I wasn't clear. Sorry. Well, and I went totally by your list today, Violet, and I think I saw what you saw at the beginning anyway on my computer, so I don't know what happened.
I probably misread what Kara was saying. Before Maria question is Libra.
That's what it was.
23 question.
Right, because Violet was looking for the question.
Thanks. 13 readings left. Okay. So Libra asked, what is coming towards them? And our first card is the upright Ten of Wands. And so this would seem to indicate that there are some obligations or some burdens or some extra work or something that maybe puts a sense of that on you.
Right, I almost can't add to that. I mean, there's something that will be weighing heavy on you, whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, any or all of the above. You know, you feel like you're carrying an oppressive load in some area, and that's what's going to be affecting you, what's coming your way. Hey, it's holiday season, and it is tiring and draining.
Lots of expectations and obligations, absolutely. So why is that important? And it's the reversed Queen of Swords. Well, it could be important because maybe, you know, you might make a mistake of some sort. You might make a misjudgment in trying to handle a lot of, situations going on. So, for example, a worst case scenario would be you were supposed to pick up somebody at a certain time and you forgot and you were late for that or something like that. And of course, Mercury's retrograde, so this really makes a lot of sense in a way.
This is true. You know, I was going to say your brain is just fried. That's why it's important. You're carrying this load and it's kind of burning you out and you're not thinking clearly. So let's just say it's not the best time to make, important moves or decisions while you're feeling like that. You know, you got to clear your head. You got to be certain you're in the right frame of mind to do so.
But where will this lead to ultimately? And it's the Eight of Cups upright. Ultimately, it takes you to a better place. You will be able to kind of internalize the pressures and realize where those buttons are that you don't want to press, making certain decisions or telling somebody what they want to hear when you know you probably shouldn't. You're going to just basically find a sweeter spot to kind of move yourself to, something that will calm you as well as make you realize you are doing what you should be doing.
You'll be moving on to higher things. You'll be moving past this and, lifting your spirits accordingly. I think that what this is just saying to me is really, it's just a phase. It will pass. Maybe it's this Mercury retrograde period that will be hitting you a little bit harder than you anticipated. And maybe after it clears out, come January 1st, I think is the last date, things will start improving and you will be moving on to more, more elevated things. And your thinking, even in turn, will be more elevated because you're finally able to clear out the brain fog. All right, well, we have this.
So in the Lenormand is first Father Time, who's the scythe, and then the fireplace, which is the sun.
So, Libra, what I would say here is don't let all of this cut your joy from the season, cut you from experiencing joy or hamper you, hold you back on your road to success. You will get to where you need to be. The fact that the sun is even here is a good symbol of that. Basically, once you cut through, I almost feel like this is saying once you cut through, the brain fog, things will become clearer and you will realize that you are on the road to bigger and better things.
Well, and it could very well be that just there's some external that is really that sun clearing the brain fog, cutting it away from you too. Just the truths you realize or the ability that you have to kind of just decompress and put it all in its place the way it needs to unfold. So good luck with that.
Hey, I don't want you to even worry about that, Violet. Yours actually are slightly running late, and I will be talking to you about that, but I'm pretty sure you'll get everything before January 1st. Let me just say that. But don't worry about it.
And Sun is here. And Sun is early and has a question. How
Hey, Sun
fabulous.
Empress. Yeah, let's see what we've got.
Why do I keep thinking about this one guy? He was very tall and had dark hair and blue eyes.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. So that's going to be your deck.
Just a moment. I'm having a moment savoring my peppermint tea. It's awesome. All right.
I'm going to savor my
I'm
yawn.
using the Heavenly Blooms for that. Let's see what we get. Well, we ran into a few different crunches here, and I'm just late getting a few of my gifts going anyway. So
I still have to buy something for my boss. I feel like I should give him a little gift this year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well,
went before when I brought it up. You acted like
we talked about it just last night, and you mentioned
because
yes.
we were talking about the candy.
Yeah.
I offered that possibility. Yeah. Okay, it's not a big deal.
Well, I probably have another idea.
Well, you know what? We actually may have an extra Jardelli. I think if we do the count.
I'm not really sure I want to give them candy.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see what I can do.
Indeed, we will.
Thanks, Violet.
Well, we still didn't reach our threshold, though, did we? I think we were at 16 or whatever readings.
No, there's supposedly is room for a few more,
Yeah.
but we're not going to encourage because
Hey.
things happen. I sort of feel like there's a formula, and let's say the formula is that somewhere around 3:30, the last half hour, we should have X amount of readings left.
We'll see. We're moving through pretty quickly here.
Bless you,
For
then.
us. Sun Empress. Okay, I know your question. Let's see what we got about this guy. Why do you keep thinking about them? Well, we've got the Page of Wands reversed. Got the Chariot upright. Oh, we got the Seven of Wands reversed. What do you got there, Lettermond-wise?
A stork. Poinsettias. That's the lily, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm unclear here. This is kind of an odd reading for this question. Only because it's not making a lot of sense to me. I think with the Page of Wands, though, the one thing that comes to mind for me with that reversed is that maybe you wish something had gotten off the ground with this person, or maybe they were making overtures but you rejected it and now you're wondering, now you keep thinking about them. Or, like I said, maybe you wished something happened that never got off the ground or got off to a bad start. And, that's why you can't get them out of your mind.
To me, sometimes when I see the Page of Wands, I sort of feel like there's a miscommunication thing happening. And of course, Mercury's retrograde. So I'm wondering if maybe the reason he's in your thoughts is because maybe something about a message or something happening was ambiguous enough to where either of you did not pick up on what was really happening there. You're waiting for that to make sense, or you're feeling it should have made sense in a way. You're waiting for that to happen. That's kind of what I'm feeling there. All right. So then the next one is the Chariot, and maybe there's this perception that he's too busy for you, or that he's committed towards moving in some other direction. That's not the one you would like him to move into.
Well, or he's on your mind because maybe there's something that's drawing you towards them that maybe you didn't feel before, possibly as strongly as maybe you are now. For some reason, something is drawing you. Something is, the Chariot is not only about movement, it's about drive and motivation. And it's almost as if suddenly they're popping into your head or so often, or becoming an obsession because something is moving you in that direction.
Do you think that they are a sort of underdog and you're attracted to that? The Seven of Wands reversed. Maybe there's somebody who's, an underdog on a certain level. There's somebody that doesn't always feel like they're making their goals, and maybe that feels vulnerable to you. I don't know. Does vulnerabilities attract you? I'm not sure that that's the case, actually.
Well, and actually I'm getting a little bit of a different read off of that. I was thinking about that as you were talking, so I didn't quite catch everything. I heard some of what you said, but I'm wondering here if maybe you felt like you were not in a position to move anything forward with this person. Okay. And, maybe that's part of what's going on here, is you felt like, I don't know, maybe there were other people competing for this person's attention or something like that. And, and now you're wondering, if that situation maybe has changed. And that maybe over time that things could change, and maybe you should give this, maybe you want to see if you could reinitiate this in some way.
So it's maybe like a sense that you realize this is one where things may change. The situation on the ground may alter or evolve.
Well, over time, because
over
that
time.
Really
it is
like,
over time.
Yeah.
If you're willing, to consider that.
Well, I'm thinking just with the time, I don't know how much time we're talking about here, that this person's been on your mind, or, how long you've known them. But I just wonder if you're thinking over the time that has elapsed that maybe things have changed. So, that maybe you should reconnect in some way. So, I don't know. That's what I'm kind of getting off these cards, so I can make them make sense. I hope they made sense to you, because that's what it looks like.
All right.
Good luck with that, son. Whichever way you go. And is it Shirley?
Yeah, I don't believe we have their questions, so let's see if they are there.
Hey, Shirley, if you're here, give us a question now. We need it now.
Right, because we got a list to keep up with.
Let's give a couple minutes here, just a couple.
Meanwhile, we will talk about my show on Wednesdays, the Goth Tarot. And of course, it is the day before the solstice, so who knows what extra darkness I might have in mind for the longest night of the year. That's coming this Wednesday at 8 o'clock. I have an idea.
I thought the longest night was Thursday.
I know. That's why I said this was the night before the longest night. So who knows what I might do.
And who knows what we might do on our live show on Yule. For that very same reason. We don't. We're still working on it. We're last minute here right now.
No, you don't, Kara. Oh, wait, you're talking about something else. I know. Well, we will give them a very...
Last call for Shirley.
Last call.
Shirley, we're not messing around today. I probably will not let...
Oh, it's too late. Violet is calling the tune.
Gee, Violet.
Brutal.
I think you're running too brutal a ship here. I'm sorry.
Violet Lotus Brutus. 7, 8. Who do you appreciate? Me.
Siama's up.
Siama wants a general reading. Alrighty then.
All right.
So I'm going to use the Neon Tarot, the one that we can barely figure out sometimes what the cards are. Hi, Siama.
Hey, Siama. Disciplined. Well, hey.
Violet rules with an iron fist.
Oh, Oh, and there's Sherry's question. That's good. Thank you for leaving that, Sherry.
Yes, you don't want Violet's wrath to come upon you.
Because one way or another, we'll be able to do your reading then, see? It's just about, it's a good safeguard.
Okay, general reading for Siama.
And V will be next after Siama. All right.
Okay, card number 1. It's the reversed Queen of Cups. Card number 2 is the 8 of Wands. Does that look like Wands?
Ah, here we go.
Or does it look like Strength or Justice?
Hold on one second. Oh, that's a good question, isn't it?
I shouldn't use these.
No,
I think
you
it's
shouldn't.
the Wands, don't you?
Well, I want to say that, except for one little thing here. When I'm counting these wands, there's only 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 7. There may be 8. There may be 8,
but
all.
it says 8, so there is 8.
8 of wands, so it's reversed, eh?
No, it wasn't reversed.
Oh, okay.
Did I say it was reversed?
I don't remember.
I don't believe I said it was reversed. And then finally another queen, and it's also reversed. It's the Queen of Coins. So it's framed by 2 queens, which are reversed, the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Coins, and it's the 8 of Wands in the middle.
We didn't discuss this, but what coming toward me is the same question that Libra
It's a
had.
general reading.
Oh. Okay. What's
Sherry's reading is
I see.
coming up.
Sherry's is coming up.
Apologize.
So it's a general reading. I apologize.
Thank you. You may begin.
No.
Fine.
I'm doing the Lenormand, so go ahead.
Okay.
I need to reorient.
Well, as the general reading goes, those 2 queens framing the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is about movement towards your goals or your targets, and it's movement that sort of carries a bit of energy, like you really are motivated to move towards this. But the reverse queens seem to indicate that there are some properties here that may be affecting this. The Queen of Coins may be saying that there's a situation where maybe emotions are really at a tense level. Maybe it's because you don't really want to be moving this fast for some reason, or that maybe you feel, iffy or emotionally challenged about what that goal could be. The Queen of Coins reverse, though, is, amongst other things, maybe a sign to say that there are things to take care of for yourself.
So really interesting reading here, Siama. It's interesting to see the 8 mirrored by these 2 reversed queens here. And I think I think a couple of thoughts here. Number 1, maybe you feel things are moving too fast right now. Things are just moving too fast and furious, and you're finding it hard to maintain balance, Emotionally, it may be draining for you. And on a material level even, it might be draining resources in some way, or it might also be affecting you physically. When I think about it here, sometimes the Queen of Coins is about physicality and your health and well-being. And of course, the Queen of Cups reversed is about your emotional feelings as well. So really, all of this movement, moving too fast, can be draining for you. So try to pace yourself. And the most important thing about the 8 of Wands is that you have a lot of energy here. You may not realize it because maybe you're trying to spread it too thin. If you focus it just in one area that's the most important to you right now, you will achieve a greater chance for success and maybe less of a feeling of physical and emotional burnout on your part. I think I want to leave it at that, those cards. That's really the powerful way to read that. We also have here with the Lenormand, the birds, and the fireplace. I think here that maybe talking with others about what you're trying to do or accomplish, involving others in some way, or if this situation, that you decide to focus on does involve others, it will lead to success if you get them involved or let them know what your intentions are and what you want to move towards.
It seems like communication is the key in many respects here. And being honest, maybe I'm sort of pulling that a little bit from the sun. Keeping in mind that Mercury's retrograde, I think it sort of colors some of our readings today. It's really going to be about being honest to yourself or to others that you're going to be involved with, especially if you're moving towards goals where maybe cooperation or communication is important.
Wow, it's an interesting reading. Take care of you, through all of this. And don't get in over your head. Focus on the most important things right now, Siyama. And I think you'll be much more successful and more at peace and not so depleted. Good luck with that. All right, and it is V, I believe. V is up.
You're welcome.
What's coming to them in love? Well, okay, I think we should do 3 cards for that, what's coming to them.
Well, you got them.
Yep. Oh my gosh, this tea is so good, this peppermint tea. I love peppermint. But I love all the mints. I have a spearmint tea, too.
It just always seems like every Mercury retrograde I say, this is the worst one ever. And then, of course, the next one comes. This is the worst one ever. But it is.
Wonky wokey planet. It can be. It's always Mercury's fault. We blame it for everything. It's a nice denial excuse for everything that goes wrong in my life. It must be Mercury retrograde. What it's not? Well, it must be pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde then. I like them both. I can't decide which one I like better. I'm a real peppermintaholic. I meant to bring out my Mint Muddy Buddies for the show. Doggone it. I forgot them. Now I want them. Wow, this came up again. Interesting. So what's coming towards you in love? It's the Chariot upright. Getting some movement today in the cards. It's the Seven of Cups reversed, which is interesting here. Wow. And of course, this is the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot, which we're using till before Christmas. The Wheel of Fortune upright. Holy moly, V, did you ask this question at the right time or what? Let's see what he asked.
Father Time, the Scythe, and the Storybook, which is the book.
Okay. Wow. Well, I don't know, V. The Chariot's here, which indicates there's some movement. There's some movement in your love life, something that is either coming towards you or you are moving towards it, and a person, obviously, maybe somebody you find interesting. And that's my point here, because out of all the options out there, there's somebody who has either chosen you or you are choosing them.
What's the first card?
That's the Chariot.
Oh, of course. Okay, yeah. So the way the question was asked was, what's coming towards you in love? Don't know. It could be what you have chosen or what is choosing you. It could be very fateful, though, right? That's the Wheel of Fortune.
Something's moving in, yes. This could be a really important moment, whether you're in an existing relationship or you're looking for another one.
Seven Cups reversed.
This could truly be a moment.
It's Storybook epic.
Yeah.
So something epic is big is coming.
Well, so I would just say cut the thinking about what's next for you and just get things moving. Put yourself in the right place at the right time. If you're, involved with somebody now, set things in motion. Let them know of your desires, your interests, your passion. That you want to move this onto better ground if it's been struggling. This is a time to cut to the chase and stop thinking about things. There is movement here. There is destiny awaiting, and there is choices to be made.
Violet, does the Chariot card or any what particular card vibrates to Leo? I'm off the top of my head. I'm not.
Well, the
sure.
sun would for sure.
The sun would, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably it then. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. What number is the sun? 19.
18.
Oh,
19.
19. Yeah.
18. No, 19.
No, 18 is the moon. Because Hermit and the moon are my
No.
cards. Are you going to get the Muddy Buddies? I really like the mint ones, and the peanut butter ones are okay, Violet, but those brownie ones, they're really good too.
Where are they?
They should be in the red thing.
The red thing.
I was going to bring out my
Magenta.
Christmas bowl for them, but I'm very amiss today. Yay! Woohoo! 'Tis the season for peppermint. Or spearmint.
All right then.
And chocolate. Oh.
Yeah, you're right. I just had a brain, you know what, for a moment.
Okay, I'm going to get really sick here. They're really like little pillows of pleasure.
Well, you can probably still hear us crunching, but I will take the camera off.
Yummy. It was all really good. So I hope things are moving in a more positive direction for you now. It's looking promising. Merry Christmas to you, Peacock Rainbow. And I believe you are up now, I think. Yep. They are awesome.
I don't want to get back to the readings. I want to eat Muddy Buddies. Can we just...
You acted like this was like a lowbrow treat when I wanted to buy them yesterday.
It doesn't mean that I won't eat it. I'm used to you in these lowbrow treats.
They're low in calories. It's a great treat. Good for you, Peacock. And the question is, what guidance does Spirit, the angels, have for my work? All right. Your deck, Mr. O. I'll get this out for next time. Okay. Let's see how many can I eat. 120 calories for a third of a cup. But who's measuring?
So I'm using my new Golden Dawn Tarot. It's not that it's new, it's just called new. I kind of figured that, Peacock. Thank you, Violet.
And it's only $2.55. Mr. O.
All right. What guidance do spirit angels have for my work?
Okay.
Card number 1. 10 of Cups. Upright.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Card number 2. Star reversed. Not nice. Card 3. Upright. 7 of Cups.
Okay, what guidance does Spirit have? I don't know. That's a good question. I like to think that personally my ancestors are around me when I'm reading cards. My godmother, for example, my Aunt Catherine, was the matriarch in my mother's family who taught everybody how to read cards and did most of the psychic readings for others with a regular deck of playing cards. So I like to think that they're with me as I do this. They didn't do the type of readings we're doing now, but I'm sure they would be all in on it. All right.
I feel when I ask for that presence, it's there, but not normally. I'm normally just going with my own abilities. But a lot of times I do ask for that sense of spirit to be around me.
I definitely think intuition, is with me, and my own innate inner knowing kind of comes through with some of the cards. Sometimes I say things that I wouldn't normally say with a card, but I feel that they have to be said. So it just comes to me. So I guess that could be from a guide. All right, well, let's take a look at this. Let's see what we've got here. So what advice what Spirit has for you? Be happy. Be content. Find your place, whether it's at your present job or somewhere else where you can be happy, content, and feel fulfilled. That's number 1.
I was just going to go abstractly with whatever and feel that spirit or angels feel that you choose your happiness. The 7 of Cups, you choose your happiness, but it's really everywhere. And you should realize that even when you feel like there isn't that, like you sometimes might feel, the star reverse, that it doesn't feel hopeful, but it really is. There's actually good emotional energies around you. Maybe these are the angels. Maybe this is what's around you, and you choose that happiness.
Well, maybe I need to expand upon this to show why I said what I said, but be happy, be content. If you're not getting that from your present circumstances or feeling of fulfillment, if you feel like pessimistic, that there's nothing else for you out there, Spirit wants to remind you that you have many options available. You have a lot of options available to you, whether it's in your present place of employment and you can move to something else, or whether it's involving your future. It just seems like there's no limit here. You will be able to pick and choose your happiness.
Well, and it really just goes to say that maybe, you have a really strong connection with angels, or angels are very present, because nothing can go wrong, really, despite what you may be feeling.
Yeah.
These other 2 cards seem to indicate that nothing can go wrong, that somebody's looking out for you.
We haven't done the Lenormand yet, but let's see.
Okay. And I want those cookies back, those things
Oh!
back.
No, you can't have them. Here, you can take this. The birds again.
The birds have shown us again.
And the cat would sure like to get a hold of those birds.
Probably.
I feel like this is almost saying to me, excuse me, I guess I should give these back to you because I inhaled some the wrong way. Or ate some the wrong way. At any rate, make networking your friend. Keep your channels of communication open with people in your field of endeavor, or where you want your destiny to be. Just keep channels of communication open. Make networking your friend. It can take you places. It can open doors for you. That's kind of the way I read those 2 together in this reading. See what I did there? And now I'm coughing because I talked while I was eating. Mr. O is not going to make that mistake because he probably took a ginormous handful.
I don't know. I'd say you can do it. You might have to just sort of remain secure to the concept, that you're going to keep working in, that it's really nothing that's just going to happen automatically. So you just have to, the cat is the dog is loyalty. And so I think this is just saying that whether you're good or not at it, the consistency of it is what really makes the difference. To just continually keep showing that you are networking, or that you're interested in the process of what networking does or what it brings to you.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. It looks pretty good. Can't say it doesn't.
Nope. I liked it.
Oh my goodness.
Nothing to drink?
No. Why? I've been
poor
drinking.
baby.
It's not helping. Violet Ann, you are up. All right. This will be the next one. Oh, and it's now, as a matter of fact. Okay.
How do you want to do that? Do you see it?
No.
Is there anyone planning on trying to get in a relationship with me in the next 3 months?
Oh. Okay.
You still don't see it, do you?
No. There it is. Excuse me. I'm too busy choking, so I gotta do something about it. Excuse me. I'll get my cards. Just give me a minute. I have to get a cough drop. I'm not sure that'll help, but... All right. Yeah, I want those now. Bring them back. No, give them back. You've been eating handfuls. Hand it over. You're done. Okay. All right, we can go back now. You can show pictures of us again.
Why would I want to do that? It's just a mean person. A Grinch.
Wow.
A Grinch.
I took away, he really was stuffing them in.
But yet you were the one that was choking
I
on
was,
them.
but only on one.
Likely story.
I'm not sure, but it's still there. It's really bothersome.
Maybe
Holy
that
cow.
will make you slow down.
Okay. Trying to get in a relationship with you in the next 3 months. Let's see. Wow, it even make my sinuses go ballistic here. Okay. My Yuletide Tarot. Well, we got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Not what I wanted to see as the first card. The Three of Pentacles upright. And the Four of Cups. Look at that. I can't remove it. The Four of Cups upright.
Here's the evergreen tree and the key.
Well,
Poor Banshee.
it's bad. It's really bad. I'll let you go first.
I'm
Really?
sure you will.
I just need
Okay,
to
so
touch my
whether or
nose.
not somebody will begin a relationship with you in the next 3 months. I think it's possible, but I think that there's sort of like a sense that it sort of doesn't look that way, and then all of a sudden it changes. The Wheel of Fortune like is just sort of lurching around, and it's like, no, it's not looking right. And then all of a sudden something happens, and I wonder if it's just because of collaborations you do that maybe it becomes it comes from a friendship that starts to alter its course. Is that also cups? That's cups, right?
It's the Four of Cups, yeah.
Yeah, this was the Pentacles.
Three of Pentacles, yep.
Right. So it may possibly, though, move you into a situation where you really have to think about it, though, like because, you sort of have this maybe possible other kind of relationship with the person, collaborative, friendly, whatever. But then now you have to maybe reconsider it in a way, too. I mean, whether it's, valid or not, or that kind of thing.
It's a tough read for me here, Violet Ann. On one hand, I could almost say that maybe through effort, you can make something happen. And maybe that effort is through collaborations, as Mr. O says. In other words, getting together with the right people that puts you in the right place at the right time. But then we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed here, which just seems to make me feel that there are just some things that are blocking this from occurring at this time. And with the Four of Cups here, it could possibly be, and I'm wondering here too that don't get so wrapped up in work and other areas of your life so that you miss an opportunity that may be coming your way. And see, that could also be why the Wheel of Fortune is reversed here.
I like that.
I know. I just had a feeling about that pop in my head. I think for sure within the next 3 months there's a potential for something that could grow for you relationship wise, but you can't let an opportunity pass you by. And it seems like, that's what could happen here. So don't get so wrapped up and tied up in other areas of your life that you miss out on this. Maybe that's why this is here. Because you might be, really so absorbed with work and perfecting something that you're doing that you miss opportunities for something that's trying to get through to you in your relationship.
Well, you could miss the opportunity just because you mistake what it is. Like I said before, my idea that maybe you don't understand how a friendship or a different kind of relationship is actually changing, or maybe it just catches you by surprise in some way. But I do feel like that's the key, is like it's a relationship that grew that way. It's not that it just all of a sudden Mr. Right or whoever showed up at your doorstep.
I like that.
It was something that maybe the key to it was growing it, knowing them from some different context or venue, and then feeling like everything did sort of move along. The wheel of being broken like that or turned over could just represent the idea too that Mercury retrograde is going to fog out part of this for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, for at least this next month. So
there you go.
Probably nothing happening during this retrograde period, I could safely say for sure. But you got 2 more months after that to see what's happening. So I wish you luck with that, Violet Ann.
Yeah, Violet, I was having
Keep your eyes open.
Some signal here. I didn't know if it was affecting you guys.
And make sure you don't lose focus on this area of your life, and maybe things can start to gel and click. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Violet. All right, Victoria's up.
Hey, Victoria.
Oh, it did? Okay. My question, general outlook reading. There you are. Poof.
For the next
welcome.
2 months till basically end of February 2024. Okay.
All right. So I am going to use my Santa Muerte Tarot. I see it.
Well, I would have resorted to the honey if I needed it. I think it's starting to work its way out now. I still feel a little bit back there, but it's not as bad.
Victoria, your first card is the King of Cups.
Ooh, drink.
Here's to Margarita Land or something. Margaritaville, right? Oh my, you have another king. It's the reversed King of Swords. Wow.
It's because you're drinking too much.
Yeah, don't trip on that knife. Oh my goodness. And then, of course, and I love it, the Wheel of Fortune. And it's upright.
And it's upright. Well, this is the third time now we've had the wheel in some form here, right?
And I like it. There's two reapers or deaths. One wears white, one wears black. And they're sort of in an eternal dance around each other.
Well, here, Victoria, you're going to love these, maybe not, these Lenormand. Clouds with the dark side. Oh my God, I drew 3. Not again.
Inefficient.
The fish. I didn't expect that one.
Sure.
Because this is the one that got my attention.
The candy cane. Drink till you break.
It's that broken cane, Victoria. Why do you keep attracting that?
Well, at least it wasn't the mice, right?
Oh, man. At any rate, I think that the next 2 months, this is a general read, right? I think there's going to be a lot of things to feel good about. There's going to be things that will make you feel content and happier than you've been in a while, I feel. But don't let that bring your guard down. With the King of Swords here, it's just saying, choose your moves wisely, choose your steps wisely. Don't make decisions and moves if you're not in the right frame of mind to do so. I think overall the wheel is turning in a more positive direction for you. But when I look at this Lenormand, there's still some struggles here, and some of them may involve finances and money. Maybe you've got a little bit of catch up to do, with bills and getting things back in order. Or there just seems to be a little bit of uncertainty and negativity and some grief associated with money and finances during this time period still. So, maybe some things are getting on track for you, but maybe in some area you're not getting the money you felt was due you, or something is wrong here. It's causing you grief. Or maybe some things come up that are depleting your money faster than you would like.
Well, I mostly feel from the top cards, the tarot cards, that there's a lot of things going on, like back and forth, and they're mostly in a good vein. And I think this is just covering maybe we were talking about, like about 3 months or so, right, till the end of February.
2 months, right? Well, 3 months.
Well, she says end of February, so that's 3 months.
Okay.
Well, 2.5. Okay, because we're already halfway through December.
Exactly.
So okay, some good stuff happening. But yes, that King of Swords is sort of sticking out like a sore thumb, just saying that maybe don't enjoy yourself too much and feel like, the ride is just going to keep moving, because there may be a point where you'll have to take stock of some things or pull back a little bit. And so that sort of moves this way, is that, and I don't know what to do with 3 cards in a Lenormand. I know what to do with 2 cards.
What I would think is that this is a central issue and these inform it. That's usually what you do with a 3-card Lenormand.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of like what you're saying, is that there's really this idea that there are some externals that could affect, what's going on with your finances. And so you're going to just have to really watch it like a hawk, I think.
Well, to me, this clouds really does fall in line with that King of Swords. And what we both, in a way, were saying is don't let your guard down. Just because times are good, that can shift in a moment. And the wheel is always turning. So take it in, enjoy some happiness, Enjoy the good times, but remain alert to changing circumstances. Be ready to pivot when necessary so that if something comes along that is either not paying off well for you or some extra bills that were unexpected that come through that deplete you, that you're more ready for it, because that's what this looks like here. But anyway, it was a nice general reading overall. It's just saying, hey, just be mindful that not everything will be happy, drunken stupor.
I think this is saying, like, getting through the holidays will be the funner parts, and then everything else will be a little bit more trepidatious, and you're just going to have to watch things and make sure you make some of the right decisions you need to make.
I think fortune is smiling on you right now, though. I really do. Yeah. And I think, this
as
wheel
much as
is what you're experiencing. Is what you're experiencing right now. So good luck with that.
I had the time of my life.
All right, so are we on Majestic Love, I believe? Yes, we are. I had a tower moment today. Things seem really crappy. Are things going to get better within the week regarding this matter?
Oh, well, tower moments are like that, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to see. I brought out my older, not real old deck, the Triple Goddess Tarot. I'll use that one. Let's see what's happening after this tower moment.
Okay, so 6 readings left. That seems like we'll do it.
The tower came up both upright once and reversed once in my Material Matters readings today, so...
Fingers crossed for you, Victoria. You blame Mercury retrograde for everything, Violet. I'm just saying.
We do.
Oh, both of you.
Oh, yeah. I do.
I guess I do too, in a way.
That's right. You do.
It was like 2 days before, but I blamed Mercury retrograde for my bridge falling out, my dental bridge.
But everything got worked out okay with that.
Yeah, because it was before the retrograde, just in the shadow.
That's right. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Shameless. That's harsh.
Well, just remember my old Mercury retrograde rant, right?
We are one.
We have the power. To something our strength.
Pull our strength.
To pull our strength in this hour. Face these days without dread.
Banshee's choking.
Negative thoughts are put to bed. Right?
Yes.
It is now plain to see. We must work with this energy. So we are not at all afraid of this Mercury retrograde. Woohoo!
Hey, Crone. Mercury's about to kiss Jupiter. Good thing it wasn't Uranus.
Oh! We should have known that was coming from the Scorpio.
Kara, can I hear a laughter on that one?
Hey, you know what? Maybe we should go to Tony Cannoli's someday and see if they have those cookies that Kara was showing.
Oh, yeah.
I bet they would have
them.
We
have any number of Italian bakeries around Detroit, that's for sure.
Well, not too many by us, but that's one. Yeah, I could bet he would have them.
Thank you, Crone. It is fun. All right, let's focus.
I am.
Are you?
I am. All right. Let's check into that tower moment. Wow, yeah, you're a little bit anxious, aren't you? First card, the 9 of Swords upright. Death is upright. That's more positive than that.
Yes.
But you're going to have to face that. We'll talk about that. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Naturally, we pulled a tower for you. Holy cow.
Wow, I don't know if
That's-
it's just picking up your vibes now or if this is where things are heading, but we will talk because I actually think this is okay so far.
Acorns.
Oh, and that makes it even better.
'Cause
That's
that's-
the clover.
That's the clover, so that's
Yeah.
luck. And the North Pole, which is the
Ah.
crossroads.
So let me put it to you this way. You can make this better. You can come out of this okay. But it's not easy because number one, you're very anxious, you're very stressed, and you're feeling pretty wound up over this one. You could be losing sleep over it, etc. I'm not going to rule that out here. And maybe because you realize some major changes have to take place. Death is here. Death is here to say this is happening to you right now because whether it's a mindset, whether it's some moves or actions you need to take, whether it's just the circumstances around you, things are evolving and changing, and you must ride that flow. You must move with the change in order to get through it. I will stop there, but no, I want to finish the three
ahead.
cards. This will be really important later. But with the Tower card at the end, what I think it's saying is that there's really important lessons to be had from this, what you're going through right now, and you will take it in. You will take it in, you will grow, it's painful, no doubt about it, but you will come out of this much stronger and more ready to build a better, firmer foundation for yourself.
To me, and I may not be exactly like everyone, I believe tower moments sort of represent extreme challenges that sometimes, will just take everything out of you, and what you get from it is just that realization of what the truth really means to you. It may not mean anything else gets better, but just something resolves within yourself. I don't necessarily see that here because I do see these big opportunity or big external factor creating change for you, and I believe it will wipe over the sense of anxiety, the sense of things being calamitous. I'm just going to forge ahead into the
going?
Lenormand
All right.
and say, though, that whatever this is, it ultimately may make you feel like you can really look and see yourself facing a big change, and that's a tower too. So in a way, it's its own sense of a tower. But you go with an opportunity or some sense of a force for good that can propel you. It could just be what you realize from the tower moment. It could just be the other factors that kind of fell that way because of whatever the changes were that just sort of opened up this opportunity. But I think it's going to be a lot better. You just have to weather it and get through it.
There is luck, fate, and destiny surrounding what's happening here. And for the most part, things will improve for you, but it's really going to be dependent upon the moves, choices, and decisions that you are facing right now. You may feel that this whole situation here has put you at some sort of crossroads. And maybe it has. But what you need to do is welcome, or not welcome and embrace so much, but flow with the changes that need to be made here. And make the best of them. Make the decisions, moves, and choices, that you need to make. And I believe, ultimately, fate and destiny has a reason for having this happen to you right now, and that conditions will improve once you make it through this cycle. It's great to have the clover here because it kind of makes it all a little less intense.
Ultimately, tower moments may take things from us that we really didn't want to lose, but it gives us something else that maybe can help, and that's mostly the realization of where you need to go and maybe with what you can do.
Wow.
That was pretty powerful.
Good luck with that, Majestic. I'm wishing you the best.
Wishing
Tower
you the
moments
best.
are not fun, and we all go through them. Oy.
All right. Thanks once again to Violet, our moderator, for keeping us together.
Yes, it's 3:25 and
been a
we
pretty
only have
busy
4
afternoon.
readings left.
I know, and it's kind of like the day just went by really quick, despite it all.
Well, and despite our busyness of late, everything starts to wind down a little bit more in the holidays. And we want to remind everybody we will be here on winter solstice to do our live show. And we will be here on Christmas Eve to do our live show, I'm pretty sure. So
Christmas Eve? Is that Sunday?
Yeah.
Well, we'll be here in the afternoon.
Yeah.
The afternoon of Christmas Eve.
Yes. That's what I'm sorry. Well, yeah.
I just got
Christmas
confused because I was
Eve
thinking
day.
like, we're going to be broadcasting at night. We could do that. We could change it tonight, right?
Well, depending
We
on
could
what
track
happens.
Santa Claus too.
Depending on what happens with our son, we may have to juggle the time.
Yeah, actually, our son may drop by,
yeah.
so we probably wouldn't be able
Or
to
we
do it.
might drop by there. It's not decided yet.
Never mind.
Anyway, all right. A lot of things are up in the air in our lives. We're just playing bit by the seat of our pants sometimes here. All right. So
Track
Crown is
Santa
up, right?
on the show. That would be so fun.
Wait a minute. Did I miss Kara? Did we do Kara?
No, Kara's up now.
Kara's up now. I don't
think
have
so.
Kara on the list. How'd that happen? Kara,
Oh, because we know she didn't really need a reading.
Yes, she did. All right.
Whose deck? Mine?
What are we asking here? What's the question?
She wants us to track Santa.
She wants us to track Santa?
No.
What is your question, Kara? Is that it?
I don't remember. I thought it was different though, right? Oracle card, top and bottom, just in case.
Okay. Well, did I bring out? I thought I brought out something different.
We got it. And don't forget to watch
I'm gonna
Happy Hour
use the
this
Season of the
Sunday
Witch
at
one.
10 a.m. on Saturday. Rather, not Sunday, Saturday. I don't have to go to work, so who knows? Maybe it'll be a little bit longer. Right?
Maybe.
Happy afternoon.
Happy day. We'll just be at it all day. No.
I know you need a microphone, but you know what? We're not getting enough additional technical help from our former producer with that. Mostly because we just haven't bothered him. He's pretty busy, and I could try to figure it out on my own, but I'll probably would break the machine. Why am I doing that?
I want you to shuffle and cut.
I could break it.
All right. Thank you. Well, your first card is Contemplation.
The Masked
Do you want to
Singer.
read it while I pull the interp?
Contemplation, number 7. It breathes in the stillness of all that is, exhaling all that isn't. Coming from the ends of the starts and the highest of the lows, here I gasp for the answers to unfold.
So it's basically reflection, review, and lessons learned. So things naturally slow down during the cold months, making winter a prime season for contemplation. When days are short, nights are freezing, and the outdoor options are limited, there's often little else to do but think about your life. It's natural to examine how your life measures up to your idea of success, and reflection is a critical component to any successful path. There are times for planning and times for action, but reviewing your progress is how you learn and change course when necessary. You're being guided to reflect on your situation. Are there things you could have done differently? Is there still time to change your situation for the better or salvage anything after the damage? Knowing where you can improve will help you to better be prepared should you find yourself in this situation again. Contemplation can also be a boost to your self-worth. How did you succeed in this situation?
Sorry. I know.
How did you succeed in this situation? Are there any things you can pat yourself on the back about? Acknowledge your shortcomings by making a plan to do better next time, and celebrate your wins because you deserve to do so. So, you know what's interesting about this card is there's a lot of, to me, as soon as I was reading some of that, of the Seven of Pentacles upright in this card, you know, stepping back and assessing, is there more that can be done to push something along in your life? Should you just wait and see? Should you just move on to something else? This is the perfect time to decide and look back even at your year and the progress that you've made or not, and what you want to do in the year ahead.
When I was a lot younger, I used to use the time of the solstice, and this was actually even before I met you, to do some fasting, to do more meditation. I did it a little bit since then, of course, but it really is a good time to kind of recharge your batteries that way, too. Contemplation.
Well, it's interesting. It's talking about contemplation, and the next card I drew is called Offerings. I'll let Mr. O hold that up in a minute. It's, I give to you my heart's intent, wrapped in gratitude and thankfulness, devotion in exchange for your presence. Here I am gifting my essence. That looks, I guess it's a candle, but it looks like treats to me somehow. Like that's chocolate oozing along the sides there, and
no, it's a blood offering.
And maybe,
Because I'm Scorpio.
Darn you, Scorpio. It's always, well, maybe it's blood orange.
It's a candle dripping.
I know it is. All right. So offerings is about devotion, exchange, and balance. Do you finish what you start? Do you show your commitment through devotion to your craft and self-mastery? Offerings are an essential part of magic. They show your willingness to commit to your art through sacrificing something, such as your time, your money, or an idea you've held on to. All worthwhile things will require an offering of you. Perhaps to change careers, you need to take classes to receive certification. This is an offering of time and money and may mean sacrificing your social life or time at home. To move to an exotic place will mean saying goodbye to your loved ones in favor of new experiences and adventures. Whatever you're giving up will be replaced by something bigger and more aligned with your soul. Offerings reminds you that you cannot take shortcuts on your journey to your desires. You must be willing to put in the work and do what is required of you to manifest your dreams. Remember that a novice never becomes a master overnight. Stay the course and learn your craft. Stay the course and your craft. The message is amplified for you, well, it says if something else was in the reading, and Forrest was not. But I like this combination of contemplation and offerings, you know? Make this Yule something special for you, you know? Contemplate your life, your directions, if there's more that you need to do, if there's something you need to sacrifice, you know, in order to move things forward. And also give an offering to, you know, a favorite deity or to the gods of Yule, the gods and goddesses of the Yule season, in order to, you know, pay respect and honor your craft.
You got to give a little to get a little.
Oh, that's all Mr. O's got on that one, but that is perfect, Mr. O. Nice. You do have to give a little to get a little.
And I noticed
maybe to get a lot.
Jennifer has joined us in our last half hour, so yes, of course, we can do your reading.
Yeah, because we're pretty getting down to the bottom here. So we'll add you this time,
Crone
Jennifer.
is next, and Crone says, if possible, would like a general reading. All right, so let's see. What am I going to do? I'm going to use my Black Tarot again. Seems
You're
chromy
welcome,
enough.
Kara. That was nice.
You're welcome. And just remind everybody that, of course, we are back on Thursday night, even though it is the winter solstice.
You didn't do Lenormand's on that, did you?
No, I didn't. Sorry. We moved on. I'm sorry.
Wow.
You don't mind that much, do you? You do. Throw her a Lenormand then.
Oh no, we'll add Jennifer in. There's 2 spots left. We'll see what happens.
Thanks for joining the party. We already talked about that, though.
I'm joining the party now. and it's okay. I don't just sit and look at the screen like he does. And forget to do the Lenormand. Stop now, Scorpio.
At 2, Violet? Laughing at me too?
And the fight begins. I think she's just laughing at that.
No.
But he will take it personally, so be careful.
You made it personal.
I did, but you did too. You don't think you did? See how it's never
You
a two-way
started
street? No, you started
did.
it by saying, thanks for joining the party late.
No, I'm talking about before that when you were like criticizing me because I didn't do the Lenormand.
It
That's
wasn't
when
a
you
total
started
criticism.
it. That's when you started it.
Where's the lightning bolt emoji?
But you know what? You taught me this because you always said never accept injustice, and that's how I feel about it.
Jeez, I taught you that.
You said never accept injustice, and so
I
I'm not
can't. I
accepting
don't
your
even
injustice.
remember that. I think that really sounds like more a Scorpio thing, but I could be.
You used to say that. Alrighty.
So this is a general, right?
I know.
Just want to make sure I'm keeping up. All right.
And it's death.
Ooh.
Upright. And it's the Ace of Wands upright.
Wow.
And it's the Knight of Swords upright.
What's going on here, Crone? Or holy moly. I also have to add to that, though, the anchor and gingerbread.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I mean, this is good. It depends. If you like change, if you're not adverse to change, especially positive, growthful change in your life, death is here to offer it to you at this time. It looks as though some major changes may be afoot for you, Crone. And that's the Ace of Wands, not Swords, right? So Ace of Wands is indicating to me that this could be involving some new beginning or some new opportunity that's coming your way that could be a positive, growthful new beginning for you. And that's the Knight of Swords, correct? The Knight of Swords is indicating that you're going to have a decision to make here. You're going to have this is going to give you a decision, and I think you're going to move forward with it as the way it's going to go. It's almost as if you realize this can take you places, whatever's happening here, whatever change you're going to initiate or is actually coming to your door. Sometimes, we are the initiators of the major changes in our lives, and sometimes conditions make the change happen in our lives. So it could be that. It could be this new opportunity that's coming to you is going to bring major changes along with it. And I think you're going to be all in and you're going to be moving forward with this.
Well, just even looking at the death card, there's the idea of movement too. And of course, the Knights present movement. So the change to me seems to be about a movement of some sort. Whether it's a movement that's actually physical movement, i.e. you're moving to a new job, you're moving to a new neighborhood, whatever, or somebody is moving towards somebody else in a situation. It could also be that just the movement or the change is happening inside, in your mind in a way, internally, thank you. And of course, Ace of Wands is a beginning. So this movement or this change that seems to have force and will as a big part of it, it's important that you are on top of this or that you achieve this thing or that you put your energy towards this, because it's sort of about achieving a victory or accomplishing a goal of some sort.
Accomplishing something.
And
yeah.
it may be that this is just sort of different for you in a way, like it's a really different kind of project or idea, but it could involve networking to some degree, or new friendships, or business in
Maybe
some
even
way.
a new relationship. I mean, it's possible. I don't see a lot of romance necessarily here, but I do see some reasons possibly for celebration. Sometimes the garden card, which this is what the gingerbread is, the garden, can be about networking, but it can be about socializing, and it can be about good times and celebrations. This was a general reading, so I think right now, if this new beginning isn't and changes in your life aren't reasons to celebrate, you're just going to have a lot of gatherings and things that you're going to be going to that are going to make you feel pretty comfortable and secure and stable. It seems like for a while, I think your social life is going to be hopping, and you're going to be kind of anchored into it in some way, either networking or socializing with others or celebrating with others. So that's a positive as well. I don't know if it's necessarily related with these or if this is something else.
I'm not sure if it's situated that way
Yeah.
either, or aligned that way. I sort of feel, because we were thinking of a general reading here, right? This was really more about a general reading. So I feel this is something else too, maybe. This is really like the more important stuff, and to some degree it involves possible abstracts as well as tangibles, whereas this is more tangible to me. And I think it's just saying that in general, the holiday season and moving into the new year finds you really appreciating a sense of what your public role might be. I mean, I'm not saying you're going out there and doing public speaking or anything like that, but maybe you're going to be sort of at the center of certain activity around your household or other, situations, your neighborhood or other parts of community you interface in, and it really sort of positions you, the anchor, in a way. So it could tie into this. I'm just not sure that it does absolutely. All right.
Okay, I see Captain B has joined us as well.
Yep.
You guys are lucky, you and Jennifer, you got in today because we didn't get our capacity yet, but I think we're getting close to winding it down. Maybe we should just take one more Violet at the most if they do come.
Yeah,
and
otherwise
that's it.
it's Captain B.
Yeah. So, all right. So, Sherry is up now.
Right.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that, Crone. I see some of that resonated with you, so good.
Sherry, what's coming towards me? That's going to be your reading, right?
Yeah. Do you realize when you said that, her name, my little SIRI popped up.
Oh.
The thing on the computer that pops up when you call their name.
Surely you just.
Don't make it pop up again.
You're welcome, Crone.
All right, but Sherry, you are up. All right.
Here we go. What's coming towards them?
All right. Got my Meryl Streep Tarot. You're very welcome, Crone. Okay. Oh, we've got the Queen of Pentacles upright. Whoa, we got the Two of Cups upright. Okay, this happened once before, and I'm trying to remember the card in the middle. I believe it was maybe the Eight of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
But I think both queens were reversed before. And it was the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, and they were both reversed in the other reading. Am I right? Yeah, I remember that. That was early on
having
one of
a
the readings we
blank.
did. All right, well, because we were always saying about the card in the middle being mirrored by the two queens. Well, I think here, oh, what do we got? The storybook and the house.
No, that's a tower.
Oh, it's the clock tower. Okay. So this is just a general, right? So
Well, what's coming towards them?
yeah, what's going towards them? Well, a little bit of love, a little bit of money or good feelings, but also a little bit of emotional shakiness. So let's take a look at what's going on here. Maybe try to make a little sense of this. I feel like now's the time to focus on, or maybe not a focus, but that you're maybe finding things stabilizing in your financial. What's coming towards you is a little bit more financial stability or a sense of financial security. Things, you seem to have a good handle on your business or financial affairs, or will be soon. Which is good, which is great. I almost feel like it is in your financial sector in some way. I feel here that you're making some connections that can prove very beneficial to you. It could be romantic. It could be maybe, meeting somebody new if you're not in a relationship, or something deepening or some deeper love being felt between you and a partner. It's all good. It's all healthy. It's all positive, whether this is in your business and financial world, that you're just making the right connections, you're clicking with the right organization or people, or if it's in the, in the romantic world. But, there's just, I think right now is just a period of time where we have to take a little bit more care of ourselves over taking care of others. Don't be too, it's one thing to give during the holidays, and it's one thing to help people out during the holidays or during this time, but it's another to deplete yourself to the point of feeling emotionally drained. Don't let others lean on you too much with their problems or with issues right now.
Well, I almost wonder if the Two of Cups in the middle, which usually talks about people or situations that harmonize and feel trust between them, and that maybe this is talking less about a person, like a personal or intrapersonal relationship, but more about the situation of feeling trust about where things may be going financially for you. It could be about, things you've done to try to either beautify or secure or enhance your home or your life. But it's also weighed against the idea, I think, too, that maybe some of this has left you emotionally just a little bit off. Not a lot off, just a little bit off. Like you wonder if maybe you should be doing that, or if maybe there's something else to do. Like maybe it's a slight guilty feeling, like, you're enjoying yourself, you're enjoying beautifying your house or doing things, but maybe there's a little bit of an edge of feeling like, is this what you should really be doing? Like you're wondering if there's a better focus for you. Just a thought.
And then the only other thing I really, the Lenormand, what I see might be coming towards you is an opportunity either with some organization, either whether it's your workplace, to learn and grow. I don't know if you're thinking of taking classes or going back to school, or if you are connected in some way with institutions of learning. But the clock tower can be about a business, a corporation, a financial, or maybe even a school, something like a school. So, and the book is here, which could be about learning or research or growth potential here. I think that there's an opportunity to learn and either take some courses or maybe work for a place of learning or education.
Well, now when I look at the
way.
Lenormand, I'm almost wondering if maybe that's what is coming towards you, Sherry, that the idea is that an opportunity that maybe focuses you more on learning or skill building and less than people stuff. Like, so in other words, like, you might have to work less on your relationships with people because you have an opportunity to maybe learn something. Maybe you're going to actually go to some place where you can take the learning. Maybe it's adult education, or maybe it's just a short-term class to learn a skill to help you in your job or profession. But I almost wonder if like that's what this is. Sometimes twos can also represent choices. This isn't really implicit with the Two of Cups, but the idea of maybe trusting that this could represent, a good path for you to take up this learning. Or at the very least, maybe you're going to find a really cool book club to join, and that maybe that will sort of work as both, something that grows yourself, but also maybe something that has some amount of emotional connections with people or situations. So
Ever the library
kind of way
people.
out there.
Ever the library people, and I didn't think of book club. Nice call, Mr. O.
Thank you.
But at any rate, it looks like it could be some good things in your financial matters, some good things in your relations, whether working or personal, interpersonal, romance related, that are on the upswing for you, up and coming. So good luck with that.
And we're on Alicia,
We are on Alicia.
who has asked, check in on my week upcoming. What should I know for my higher good?
For the greater, higher good. I like that
Okay,
question.
I'm going to use the star spinner.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I called the one deck my...
Hey,
That's so funny. I called the one deck I used the Triple Goddess Tarot, but it was the Animals Divine.
ooh,
I am now about to use the Triple Goddess Tarot. I don't think I used this one. I'm getting all confused here. Okay. And that'll be for the next reading.
what should I know for my higher good? Should that be
Yes.
the 1, 2, 3?
As for the week ahead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yes.
Let's do it.
What should you know, Alicia, for your higher good?
And of course, it's reversed.
It's the Magician reversed. This could indicate that maybe there are some skills or things that need to be sharpened up, or that maybe certain things you thought were being moved towards a certain conclusion are not really going to move that way or move that way easily. It may be that something is sort of backfiring in the sense of a project or situation that you were trying to do.
Well, until I get more information from other cards, it's going to be a little bit hard to pin this one down because I see a couple different things here. But what you should know, let's just say right now anyway, till I sense this, is number one, with the Magician reversed, it could indicate to me that somebody is trying to, that there might be somebody out there you have to pay attention to, or a certain situation that may not be all that it appears to be. The Magician reverse can be about a sleight of hand, trickery, for example, being told one thing, but really something else is going on under the surface. Somebody who may be trying to manipulate you for their own gain. So keep your eyes open for that until I know more and see more of the cards here. But the other thing that this could mean is that what you really need to know is you need to focus your will and your determination more on some area of your life that you really want to move forward here. It needs more of your focus than you're giving it.
So why is this important? And it's another reverse card, sadly. It's the reversed King of Wands.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's the king.
Okay.
It may be important because there's something you really need to have control over, or you really need to win. It's not about controlling so much as winning something. And what that is maybe winning something in terms of either friendship or being able to impress somebody so that they feel they have confidence in you. That could be why it's important, because you need to be able to display or channel a sense of confidence, a sense of bravery in this situation?
Well, again, I may need even more information to pin this down, but I would say that in line with what I said before, this could be a person who is trying to aggressively make you sign something or do something before you have all the facts. You know, they're trying to push their agenda on you without, forcing your hand because there's something that they want to gain out of this. That's, would fall in line with part of what I said earlier, but also agreeing with Mr. O on some end here with what I said about you needing to focus more on one area of your life or put more of your will and your power into it because you've been kind of shying away from that. Why is this important? Because maybe you felt like you just didn't have what it takes to pull something off, or you just didn't feel confident enough in yourself to move this thing forward. And magicians, magical practitioners, in order to apply their will, they really have to believe in themselves. So see, I can go both ways on this, so that's why I'm giving you both messages. Go ahead.
So where does this ultimately lead to? And it says it's the Ten of Swords.
Ah!
This is a little scary, Alicia.
It is. Because again, it kind of falls in line a lot with what I'm saying of somebody trying to betray you or your best interests here, which falls in line with a lot of what I was saying ultimately in the beginning. But then again, if it's about the second thing I've suggested to you, it could be that you are betraying yourself by not believing that you have the ability to pull off and focus on what you want to accomplish here. The light is there. You can get up. You can rise up from whatever happens here and improve your circumstances and not let it get the best of you.
Do you think what we're talking about pertains to your work situation?
Oh. Well, I don't know, Alicia. I would say more than anything, it could be a different kind of maneuver, like maybe a layoff or a sudden, we've decided we're shrinking the size of departments and you're on the chopping block. I mean, to me, you would still make that feel like a betrayal. I almost feel like it's something like that, and it could appear underhanded and it could appear unfair.
Well, Ten of Swords can be considered an ending. All the tens are endings in a way.
That's true. That is true.
A lot of times it's saying that maybe something that was really stressful and strifeful ends, kind of not great, but you still can move on from that. The Ten of Swords, when it's upright, always means that it's not so bad that you can't recover from it. There's still a sense.
It'll leave a mark.
It'll leave a mark,
Yeah.
but there's a sense that you can move on from that you can recover somehow. So, I don't know.
Hey, Mercury is retrograde. Just do be careful of anything, any kind of changes, anything that people try to talk you into buying or selling at this time. Definitely read the fine print on everything, and because it could be something like that as well.
Right. With the first two cards, we're seeing more the instance of trickery kind of people. Mm-hmm. And with that King of Wands reversed, well, the King of Wands upright is somebody who you can have confidence in. When he's reversed, maybe he's a con man. You shouldn't have confidence in them. So maybe it is somebody who is trying to pull something over your eyes.
I don't like this combination with the Lenormand either here, Alicia. You've been having such positive cards lately, so let's take a look at this.
And it's the Sleigh Whip. And it's the Mountain.
Yeah. So I almost think whatever this is, it is going to happen rather unexpectedly and fast. It's like maybe it'll be over before you know it too. And that's the problem. We do have the King of Wands here, and that's somebody who's trying to make you move faster than you should on something. And so it's like, this could create problems for you. This could definitely, whatever's moving towards you could create some problems and some obstacles to your progress. So just keep your eyes open. Remember, the tarot is a snapshot in time. You might be able to see this and ward it off before it even happens to you. Just keep your eyes open. Remain focused. Try to remain focused. And don't let anybody try to make you make any quick moves or maneuvers that you don't feel are in your best interests. And, if you've got lawyers and stuff and it's about signing some documents that you aren't sure about, by all means, maybe run it by somebody in the know first that you trust.
Overall, we wish you the best, of course. It just feels like maybe there are some things here that will seem like trickery, and you're mostly going to be called upon to kind of weather it and maintain your own composure, I think, is the best, and maintain your own sense of, righteousness that you can, You're right. A lot of times these crappy things happen at this time of year.
Yeah, it's that time of year. You're absolutely right. And I do feel like this might be more focused on business or financial. I don't see the financial specifically here, but I have this feeling it's more there. Unless you are having some issues right now with your friends and people in your interpersonal life or family that you feel could betray you. I don't see that as much, but that's possible too, because sometimes we are betrayed by those we love, So there is that. So keep your eyes wide open. Good luck with that.
Happy holidays.
Take care. And we are on Jennifer.
Yes.
Hey, Jennifer.
If I end up with CJ, will he want to reconcile, and will it be a better connection between us?
Well, if you end with CJ, will he want to reconcile and will it be a better connection? So I guess what you're asking is, if you tell him the relationship's over, will things get better? Is that what you're saying? Because I think that's what I'm getting from that question. Sometimes there's a strategy there, but it could backfire. Depending on what you want. Now I'm using my Triple Goddess Tarot. Good grief.
Okay, Jennifer says yes.
Okay. I kind of thought so. Well, let's see what will happen. What it'll say if you ended with CJ. If it looks like it's getting better or not. We'll see. I think we'll just do the 3 cards on that.
Okay.
Okay. Your first card is the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The Seven of Pentacles reversed. Seeing the horse rider there. Your second card is, wait a minute. Is that Roman numerals?
Yeah.
It's the Chariot.
It's the Chariot.
It's the Chariot because I just got the Hermit. Haven't used this deck in a while. And I've got the Hermit reversed as well. Everything is reversed here. This is sad. And it's the Three of Cups reversed. Darn it. So that tells you a lot here, I think, Jennifer, about what will happen. Let's see what he's got to add here.
The Crossroads.
Oh, yeah.
And the Sleigh, which is the ship.
You know what's really interesting about this? If you decide to break this off, I think that they will move. I think this is about breaking it off. This is the Chariot saying that it's going nowhere. If you've decided that's it, that's enough, I no longer want to move this forward, this person will take this as a sign. This person will take this as a sign that maybe it's time for them to move on and look elsewhere for somebody new. They're going to feel that this connection is over. And that maybe, I don't want to say this, I don't know if there may be a third party involved now, and maybe that's why you want to split this off, is you know that they're seeing somebody else, that they're interested in it. But maybe there's already somebody that they have their eye on here, is possibly what I'm getting from that card there. So if you break this off, it may not get better. It may choose to separate you more. And here's another reason why. I'm just going to run right through this because this is like bam, bam, bam to me. It's like the ship is here, which is the sleigh, and it's giving this person the chance to move on and find a new direction in their life. And they're going to take it. I think they're going to take it and run with it.
Right, I agree with everything Banshee said, and I'll just look at the Hermit reversed and saying that maybe the person's internal movement moves away too from the idea of the relationship. It's not so much about just moving on, it's also saying they're moving from a status of the relationship to the non-relationship. And so I feel like if you do that, if you invoke that, then maybe that was something that they either wanted to happen or they feel like it makes sense to them too, and that maybe when they analyze themselves they realize that they weren't as happy as they wanted to be, or if they have any resonance with you at all, they may feel like it's best for each of you in some way. And agree with those things too, that
my goodness,
just sort of moves them towards moving on.
So number one, if you are tired of the relationship and you want to see them move on, good call. End it. But number two, if you think this will bring you closer together, according to what we're seeing in the cards here, it doesn't look like that's possible.
The only inference would be that the crossroads could be a metaphoric travel where they want to maybe re-examine things. Maybe that's implied by the Hermit reverse, but to me it really implies the opposite.
Yeah, I can't feel good about what I see here because really this almost seems like broken connections, no joy, in what was possibly something that was joyful before. So
thanks, Sherry. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you too.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. I just want to end up here. Good luck with you, Sherry, and thank you much.
So Jennifer, that's what it looks like here, and that of course means that you can think about this. And of course it is a snapshot in time. Maybe it wouldn't necessarily work out this way. Maybe it would only work out partially this way. It's
kind of the way the cards are looking right now, though. So give that some good thought before you make the move you make. All right. Luck. Now we're on Captain B.
Captain B. We saw you yesterday too, and I thought you would come back today, so that's cool.
Right. And that was about Vincent. Vincent and I, what do we see happening in the connection, if anything? And that'd be your deck, Mr. O.
Well then, I think I will use my Barberry, my newest tarot. It's not a new tarot, but it's my newest one. I like it. Hey, Captain B.
Are you doing it because it's a B too?
I don't know. I just thought when we talked yesterday that you sort of sounded like you would be coming back. It's not magic or being psychic. I just had a feeling.
Mr. O is so psychic.
No, I'm not.
You are.
If I did, never mind.
You would have given me the winning lottery numbers by now?
No, I would have stolen the ticket and went off on my own.
Wow.
Wow. Well, you asked. And come back with all the muddy buddies you could ever want.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I remember Sky mentioned that yesterday. That's fine.
Yeah, I think that's why I mentioned and suggested Thursday nights if they're free.
Okay, let me look at that again. Vincent and you, what do you see happening in our connection, if anything?
What is Yule? We'll see how it goes.
So the first card is the reversed Four Wands, which is not necessarily bad.
Right.
At all. The next one is the upright Seven of Pentacles. And then finally, there is a reversed Ace of Swords. Okay, so maybe a little loop there. So, loopiness,
Book's
the
been coming up
storybook.
a lot.
The storybook and the Midnight Moon. Sounds epic, right?
I don't know. Not sure. I'm just looking at the whole major thrust of the cards here. The Four of Wands is not a bad thing, whether it's upright or reversed. But I don't know why. When I'm looking at everything, those three cards here, I almost think in this case the Four of Wands, whatever the case may be between the two of you right now, is indicating to me that it's status quo. There's not many major shifts or changes going on one way or another right now. And I think I'm getting that because of the Seven of Pentacles here as well.
It looks like maybe either Vincent or between the both of you, there's a little bit of hesitance for some reason.
Yeah, a pause.
A pause. It's possible that there's consideration going on with Vincent. Maybe they're wondering if the movement will move on. You know, maybe they're taking in the moment, but maybe they're thinking, is this actually going somewhere? They're not sure, maybe. They're maybe not sure.
Yeah. They're uncertain and they're weighing whether it's worthwhile to continue going in the direction they're going with you or not. Or making things happen or not. They're trying to figure out what's the best course of action for growth for them right now, whether it's with you or whether it's moving on. And the Ace of Swords right now, again, is showing a lot of uncertainty here. It is the ace, right?
Right, and I
Yeah.
sort of feel it's actually a distraction that's occurring here. It may be more of a distraction for Vincent, but it could be a distraction for either of you. It seems like maybe somebody has something that they're also thinking about, something to do, but they can't quite get there, or they don't quite have the materials, resources to do that. And so it's a distraction because they really want this thing to happen too. Maybe it's achieving a job. Maybe it's achieving a project of some sort, or maybe it involves other people for other reasons.
Oh, excuse me. I feel as though they're kind of stuck. They're kind of stuck in this mode of uncertain, not sure of which direction to go in. And, with the ace upright, there's usually this breakthrough moment where everything is clear. When it's reversed, not so much.
I like that you said that because maybe...
Well, this is where I'm going here, too.
Well, I'm looking at what Captain B said, and I'm wondering if maybe it needs this breakthrough moment to happen.
Okay, usually the moon is a card of success, but I'm looking at everything here, and I'm thinking in order for this relationship to really get on track, more has to be discovered about what each other really truly wants. I think the book is about discovery, learning what people really want here. And I feel that either they need to know more or you do. It's one or the other, or it's both of you. You need to really kind of open the book with one another and spill it. Spill what's on your minds and on your hearts, and finally get out into the open where this thing is heading.
So, to just go back to the Four of Wands reversed, it just may indicate that there's nothing really, really great or really, really bad. It's sort of like almost neutral, like you could go on as you are, but you're not achieving any highs or lows necessarily. It's just not going anywhere that's measurable, and maybe that's why you need to discover more things.
Kara, has that big storm system hit you? I know it was heading up the East Coast. I didn't know how fast it would get to your area. Wow, sounds scary. Be careful. Thor wants soda. I have
People in hell want ice
Sprite
water.
today. But that's what we have for you. I wish I had better news, but there just seems, or even more clarity, but it seems like more clarity needs to be reached here between the both of you. Otherwise, it seems like, is kind of status quo right now.
Yeah. And of
So-
course, it could always change with the holidays ending finally, too. You never know.
So good luck with that. Just, good luck with that.
Okay, well, thanks for filling us in a little bit. Yeah. Come back and ask us again, maybe, if things sort of move in any particular way.
All right. And we are on
Happy holidays.
Violet Lotus. Did I finish my tea? One last sip. I lasted me the whole show. It's even good when it gets cold. It's just good tea.
Thank you, Captain B. I appreciate you telling us spot on. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Have a good holiday.
Okay, she's finding that she's hesitant to turn to guides for help, compassionate guidance and support, because I feel like all they're ever doing is cracking the whip on me. Oh, hey, you're an Aries. You're tough enough to take it. Why are they like that instead of offering me guidance, support, and compassion when I've been going through a lot these days? All right. Well, I think that's a valid question. So you're doing? Is it your Lenormand?
I'll grab a deck.
Oh, it's
No,
your
I
deck.
had the Lenormand, yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. I'll do Santa Muerte.
Santa Muerte. Okay.
Yes. Happy holidays. Thank you.
Where's the love?
That's a song.
Happy
Where's
holidays,
the
Captain B.
love? Where is the love?
Sometimes we all need that little tough love, and I know it seems like it's been frequent, but maybe they feel you're missing some part of the memo. I don't know.
You know, for a minute I thought you said, "Where's the rodeo?" No, rude. Never mind. All right. Why are they like that? Why are any of us like that? Well, it's the
Oh no!
it's the reverse Eight of Pentacles, and then it's the Two of Cups.
Oh my gosh!
They want you,
Oh my gosh!
and then it's the reverse Knight of Cups.
Didn't we just talk about tough love? Didn't we just talk about that? Okay, and it gets better or not, depending how you want to look at it, and it's more not.
The mountain is coming to Mohammed, or it's not.
No, it's coming to the mice.
Where's Victoria? We got your mice, Victoria.
Well, she got the candy cane, and that's her
That's
other
right.
thing, the broken cane.
Okay, so Eight of Pentacles reversed.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I'm wondering about the tough
almost
love
looking
thing.
at it in relation to this card here. They know you're not happy with them. I look at this here and they know that also, maybe your emotions have been all over the place, they feel lately. They understand that. But they want you to know that they truly do love you. They truly do have your best interests at heart. They just feel that, they have higher expectations for you. And they want to see you meet them. They want to see you get together regardless and meet them.
They probably feel that maybe you've been holding back on them a little bit, and that maybe there are things you can do that they expect you to do for some reason, or they expect you to maybe do something that changes the way other people feel about other situations that are important to you. And I don't know exactly why those words came into my head. I don't know if that's about, your family. Maybe it's about other people that have something going on. But maybe there's some expectation about change with that too.
They understand that, some of the little things in your life have been causing you undue stress and strain, and maybe that ties into that Knight of Cups here a little bit, and it's something that you have to overcome. They also maybe want you to consider the fact that maybe they feel that some of the things that have been happening to you are not as big as you make them out to be. In other words, mountains, you're turning mountains into molehills, because remember, the mice are about little things in life. Now, granted, sometimes the little things in life can add up, but they're saying here you should try to find more perspective here.
Ultimately, the best card, though, still is the Two of Cups, because it really says that who you are asking about really does care about you and feels like you are partnered with them. And, we're not always happy with all of our partners, are we?
Where's the cat when I need him?
Just going to say that.
Where's my therapy cat? Hey, there has been not a single cat on stage or on the tree through this whole show today. What happened?
See, they quit on us.
I know. We're abandoned by our cat guides. But, I just feel, you do feel overwhelmed. I think it's pretty clear. Your emotions are all over the place. They feel that it is detracting, and they're trying to look out for you. And they feel right now they have to be a little hard on you because they have expectations. And, our guy, and also maybe they're a little bit selfish in their own way too. I think that our guides really, if they don't feel, maybe they feel that it reflects upon their guidance that you are not meeting that potential either. And they just want you to know that they're acting out of love here. I truly feel that they have your best interests at heart. And sometimes they have to tell you that, this is the school of hard knocks, this life we live in, this flesh that we encapsulate, in this world. It's not always going to be easy, and it's going to be stressful, but let's not, they say, but you can overcome this. You're going to have to ride it out, and, you're going to have to try to work harder to make, to get to the goals that you truly want right now.
And I think that Eight of Pentacles reversed is kind of like the mice in a way, too. It's kind of saying, like, you can write this. You just have to sort of figure out what those things are and put them back in their place.
But what is failure? Remember, we talked about this earlier in the reading we did. Was that the one at the beginning or Kara's? Beginning. What is failure but another learning experience? We learn about ourselves, what we are capable of and not. And once maybe your guides feel is you're trying to avoid some of your full potential and getting locked into this emotional turmoil to avoid the appearance of failure. And failure is a learning experience. It's how we grow. And so don't fear it. Don't fear it. And I don't know. More tough love for you, unfortunately. But you asked the question. So, sorry about that, Violet. Sorry to be the bearer of the guide's news. But I truly look at that Two of Cups being in the center of all this and feeling this is them. They're really here for you, even through these difficult times. And even if they have to tell you some tough stuff, they are here by your side. So, good luck with that.
Well, the hat is off.
Oh, the gloves are off. All right. Well, you know what? We all get through these moods. This is a season for that, too, Not feeling enough of the love and stuff. It's either too much or not enough. It's like overkill or underkill. And, our emotions tend to be all over the place at this time anyway. And we got Mercury retrograde to boot. And I want to blame that somewhere along the way. Because I always do.
Indeed.
All right. Well, everybody, great show. We
Great
so
show.
enjoyed
Nice
it.
show. Good readings.
Good readings for everybody. Well, maybe not all happy, but I think they were good, solid readings for everybody today. Hope you've gotten something that you needed to hear out of them. And we're looking forward to seeing you before the new year begins. Come back. Come get more from us. And we enjoy the pleasure of your company. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and hopefully we'll see you Thursday night for our next show.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.